This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be checking the 10 big upcoming racing games in 2022. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to get the updates whenever we post. The best racing games are the ones that you can buckle up and lose yourself in for hours, never getting bored of them as you go fast as you can possibly can. Whether you're looking for a simulation, a bombastic arcade racer, or a family-friendly karting game, the genre as a whole is a lot more complex than just putting pretty cars in pretty places. There's a lot of nuance between the best racing games to make them all worthwhile, even if you're already dedicated to one particular series and style. Here are the 10 upcoming racing games that you'll want to watch out for. WRC 10. In addition to new tracks and challenges, WRC 10 features classic races and cars from the event's storied history, refined controls, and beautiful photorealistic graphics. WRC 10 isn't a pick-up-and-play arcade racer like Burnout Paradise, but it's easy to acclimate to the controls. Plus, its cars from the classic 1980 Fiat 131 Abarth to the modern Volkswagen Polo GTI R5 are distinct and enjoyable to drive. If you play WRC 10 with a gamepad, you'll enjoy immersive rumble as you drift on gravel roads. Career Mode tasks you with working your way up to the big leagues. In it, you schedule events on your calendar, make sponsorship deals with car manufacturers, and train your crew. Managing these aspects appear daunting at first, but they become second nature before long. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Assetto Corsa Competizione excels at what it sets out to do. The racing is authentic, equipping you with all you'll need to engage with the busy work of a GT3 race. There's a virtual spotter to help you with traffic, a series of gauges so you can keep an eye on tire wear, brake temperature, and tire pressure, real-life rule sets so you'll have to manage pit strategy, and dynamic time and weather so you're battling with the track and conditions as much as you are on the rest of the field. When that all comes together, there's nothing quite like it. Partake in the 24 hours of Spa and you'll see the sunset and rise over the Ardennes, the track gaining and losing pace as the temperatures ebb and flow. If you've got any affection for the real thing, there's those same butterflies in your stomach when you trail a train of GT3 cars as they store up AO Rogue, their taillights snaking off into the forest ahead. Hot Wheels Unleashed. You could be forgiven if you were ready to dismiss Hot Wheels Unleashed as another shameless license release vying for younger gamers' attention, but that would be a mistake. While the game is undoubtedly entertaining to share with a family, this racer is more than it first appears. Unleashed doesn't try to translate the cars into life-size, real-world setting. Instead, you race along kitchen counters, basement floors, and college classroom chairs, navigating driverless toy vehicles through preposterous loops and blazing straightaways. Even though the action is arcade-like and the environments are playful, a gratifying sense of speed, accentuated by a push-your-luck boost button, keeps the excitement high. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. The setting this time around is Hong Kong Island, which promises to be a 1:1 recreation of the real-world location. At 30.34 square miles, the island offers a wide array of things to see, from Victoria Harbour with its light shows to Victoria Peak with its trams and stunning views of the city. How many miles of road this equals is still yet to be revealed. Nevertheless, KT Racing has confirmed that the presence of forests, marshes, beaches, and mountains along with the city that should make for some fun races. Forza Horizon 5. The title making the most noise right now is the upcoming open-world racing and adventure game Forza Horizon 5. The follow-up from Forza Horizon 4 is now set in Mexico, bringing the car and music festival to a whole new corner of the world. Obviously, the game features races, but Horizon games also include a few other fun tasks. For example, there are PR stunts like drift and jump challenges, along with Horizon stories like one involving a local photographer who wants to recreate a childhood storybook, and an action movie that needs automotive stunts. NASCAR 21 Ignition. You have a few different ways to play here, the career where you practice, qualify, then race through the game's many tracks and build up reputation is the meat and potatoes. After you select your team and your contract, you're literally off to the races, where you can begin practice laps and actually racing. Quick races are also here, and they don't impact your career, so they're a nice option where you can change the small handful of modifiers and get right into the action with little to no consequences. You also have a multiplayer mode, which I wasn't able to really test out prior to launch. It's a thin but serviceable number of ways to play, for a NASCAR game anyway. Another mode or two that mixed things up a bit would have gone a long way to making the experience feel a little fuller. But what's here will likely satisfy NASCAR fans at least for a dozen hours or so. Need for Speed 2022. It feels like it was just yesterday when Need for Speed Heat debuted, however publisher Electronic Arts was sure to mention a new entry to the Need for Speed series last year. Though a lot has changed since then, in a surprising move, EA took developer Criterion, the team behind the Burnout series, and a remastered edition Need for Speed Hot Pursuit off the Need for Speed franchise. On the other hand, EA recently acquired Codemasters, who made Dirt 5 and F1 2020, and set this team to take over the next chapter in Need for Speed. Unfortunately, the pandemic and other issues have delayed the game until March 2022, though it's planned to arrive for both the new generation of consoles and the current generation. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is pure over-the-top driving entertainment. The cars and environments are gorgeous, the crashes are spectacular, and the new autolog features breathes new life into the time-honored tradition of video game competition among friends. The single-player races can become somewhat repetitive and there are some presentation issues, but overall Hot Pursuit is a blast. If you're looking for a high-octane racer that grabs on tight but doesn't take itself too seriously, then give this one a shot. Grid Legends 2022. Grid Legends will feature a wide variety of vehicles and tracks, with locations ranging from US to Russia. From one-seaters to classic touring cars, Codemasters prepared all sorts of cars for players to drive with. Players will be able to upgrade all their cars as they progress, enabling players to fine-tune their vehicles. In addition to that, the game will also be featuring over 100 cars and over 130 tracks at launch. And on top of these, players can also customize their racing experience in the game's race creator. Drift events return, where players can check out Codemasters' designed custom tracks, but players can make their own races too. The possibilities are endless, and players can try all of them out when it launches in 2022. Gran Turismo 7 2022. Gran Turismo 7 is a racing game with a focus on immersion, featuring real car models accurately recreated to make any vehicle junkie happy. Polyphony Digital intends to give players a convincing simulation of a roaring engine as they race through gorgeous environments at breakneck speeds. Gran Turismo is a series for those obsessed with the subtle differences in a car engine sound, their interior designs, customizing parts, and everything underneath the hood. It's made for those who love real cars, and if that sounds anything like you, Gran Turismo 7 is probably going to be your jam. Gran Turismo 7 has been confirmed to feature the return of GT Simulation Mode, which is a single-player campaign initially introduced in the very first entry in the series. The mode features many racing competitions and is the equivalent to a career mode as seen in other sports games. There's also a multiplayer game mode, which will likely allow players to race against each other. Well, there you have it, 10 games that is sure to keep your heart racing. Which of these would you like to try out? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.